You know, I try to start a show on time, which I think I did start on time, and I don't think anybody's wanting to watch.
I gotta fucking copy Brian all the time.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of getting to this point where I like Brian doing all the work, and me just kind of kicking back, taking the credits. It's getting easier and easier nowadays. Brian,
All you need now is a 20-minute intro.
yep. Brian, if you're out there watching, if you could make me an intro song and a little video, dude, that would be awesome.
I don't think Brian watches your show.
I don't think he does either. Son of a bitch. But, I mean, I watch it because you and Mark are on there. I don't really watch it for Brian, but it's all good.
Wow.
Yeah, I watch the Vape Tune because I'm on there.
Yep. Well, that's being perfectly honest. Man, I wonder who the sellout is tonight.
Well, that's me.
Oh, well, it's a coming.
Well, I did. I sold out of topsides on the website.
That is true. That is true. Well, let's get this bullshit going. What is up, folks? Or should I say, what is going on? It is the True Vapor Show number 168. Yes, another Tuesday. I got some new nicks salt in, so I'm like doing backflips over here. It's pretty sad when it's come to a point when new nick salts come in that you're excited. So
That is sad.
that is. But we'll get to all that here in a minute. Let's get this other shit out the way. Take it away, Mr. Mark.
What up, motherfuckers? All right, we got the what is this thing? I don't know what it's called, but it's by RevTech, and it's got a real shitty looking screen.
Did you say shitty?
Nice what?
You said it was a shitty looking screen?
Yeah, it's like in person, it looks kind of cheap.
Be crazy.
Wow.
At least mine does. Looks pretty sad. I think this is the Drag 2, possibly, right? Yeah, maybe. There you go. This is the triple boxer. There we go. Yes, I will be reviewing Vupu products. The Loop 1.5 still going strong. The little mini Aegis, and we got another Vupu product because I am a Vupu fanboy now because, well, they pay money. The little football pod system. There we go. For all the football fans out there. Juices. We got some Dollar Store e-liquid, whatever the hell it's called. Is it called Dollar Store? The Dollar E-Juice Club. We got some of the VCT tobacco. And we have the Cloud Chemist. This one is the Heisenberry Crunch. And then loaded up in the little magical football.
He's fucking going like this, and I'm vaping on this. I gotta get cameras there.
Yes.
I have to get. The problem is, like, my computer's here and my camera's here, and I'm so used to my camera being on this side of the computer.
Every time you hold it up, you're doing this, and we can't see shit.
I know it's on this side of the computer now, so I gotta get used to it being over here. So there's the juice, folks, and we got Ghost Stick in the football. Yeah. When I do my videos, oh man, it's a fucking bitch because I have to keep remembering the camera's on this side now, not over here. When you're recording videos for 3 years with the camera on your right, it's a big difference when it goes on your left. But take it away, ST.
Well, why don't we get Mike to take it away?
Oh, take it away, Mike.
Oh yeah, my turn. There we go. Alrighty, what am I vaping on? I'm vaping on the same old stuff. We have 21700 SQ with the Rebirth RDA. We got the Foxy with the intake. The Babu, Smo Babu with the engine.
Whoa.
Ooh, how did they do that? We got the shotgun. What's this called again? Double barrel, my bad. With the Juggernaut Mini RTA. We are vaping on this little mini Legend from Geek Vape. Drop with the top side. and drop dead on the, I think it's called the Viking mech from Sarah's Vape. Vaping on that too. Liquids. We got these right here. I am also vaping on some of this. We have a little bit of blue pucker and something. Where's my blue pucker? There it is. Some blue pucker. I'm also vaping on some smoothie. I got some Tricks mix I'm vaping on. Little pod action and a little warning for that. Thank you. Take it away. ST Vapes.
So, tonight, SQ217 with the Reload RDA. Wow, I can hear my coffee pot going off. It must mean something. Damn, I need to go get another cup. Alright, we'll get back to that. Also, the Boxer 21700 with the Creed RTA. The Drop Dead with the Detonator. And last but not least, the Orion, baby. Juices I'm vaping tonight. Rocking that root beer float as always. Also, the new ice cream wafers from Royale. And where is my other... Oh, yeah. Camelot. My reserve. Why can't I always... I can never remember the name.
Because you're old.
Oh, exclusive reserve. I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't keep that name in my head for some reason.
You're an old man. You barely remember to fucking put underwear on in the morning.
That is true, and it's tough when I get to work. Last but not least, straight out of Canada, the new Nada liquid has arrived. I got the big boy bottles getting ready to use probably later tonight, but that is the Nick Salt version of the Framboja. And I gotta say, I've got it loaded in the Orion. Hail to the yeah. I believe I found my new Nick Salt for a while. So,
wait, what is it called? Framboja?
Framboja.
The hell does that mean?
Or...
Well, you're not probably saying it right. Are you saying it right?
Yeah, I am saying it right. And if I'm saying it wrong, we do have one Canadian out there, which is Greg. Greg, am I pronouncing that correctly? Because that's like, he should know. He's like, well, how the hell I know? It's a Portuguese dessert.
Portuguese liquid coming out of Canada.
Yeah.
Made by American.
It's good stuff. But anyway.
In a Chinese-made mod. Tell me that's not a weird joke.
Yeah, that is. So, before we get on to, the sellout and all that shit, we're going to kind of wait a little bit. Always like to keep y'all wondering a little bit. Greg says that sounds right, so we'll go with what I'm saying. Anyway, so what's happening? I don't think much has really gone on since Sunday night. Even though Mark's kind of, I found an alter ego of Mark's. I have not watched the video yet, but I've seen a thumbnail with some dude with a big perm and some, like, Walgreens Carnival sunglasses on. Who's that dude?
That's Willie, the one-eyed pimp.
Does he only have one? Well, if he
behind those glasses, he has one eye, yes.
Is he related to you in any way?
No relation whatsoever. I believe he's half Asian, half Hispanic.
Well, I would think he'd be related to you if he's one-eyed, so hopefully that's not the case. Okay.
He's got a glass eye, though.
Otto says that's French for raspberry, and it is raspberry, so thank you for that definition right there. So, and again, if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, it sure sounds good the way I'm saying it. So, anyway, it's good shit, though. But, so you're really breaking out the wig bullshit now, aren't you?
Well, no, it's October, so it's Halloween month, and I figured I would dress up for... My plan was to dress, like, do something special, like, each week out of the month for October for Halloween, so far, so good.
So you didn't want to, like, do breast cancer awareness or anything like something important. You just want to do wigs and bullshit for October. Good job.
Why would I do breast cancer for Halloween?
I'm not saying doing it for Halloween, but you said for the month of October.
I don't have breasts.
I would beg to differ. Anyway, but, well, good job there. Good job. I'm glad you're keeping it real, son. Man, I tell you, your setup is still kind of killing me. Now that I'm sitting here staring into the screen, it just...
Dude, it looks like when I look at the screen, it looks the exact same as it always did.
No, shit looks off, man. It just looks off.
Are you serious?
What do you think, Mike? Does it not look right?
The television got to be moved.
Well, it's got a reflection that I'm still trying to work on.
No, not the reflection. We can't see the television anymore. Your head's in the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's purposely like that. I don't want people to focus on the television. I want them to focus on me.
But when you're doing like a review video, you normally throw whoever's logo up on the screen, correct?
Yeah, but for an extra couple $100, what the company can offer, I can move to the right or the left.
Oh my God.
If they pay extra, and then that way they can see the screen the entire time. But for the flat fee, I got to sit in front of the TV like this. So that's an option I offer companies.
Well, apparently you're offered a lot to Voopoo now because I didn't realize.
I think Voopoo is happy that they found a reviewer that's willing to review their shit. That's why they're so nice to me. I don't know. Well, there's other people reviewing Voopoo products, right? Not just me.
I haven't heard anybody but you, and I haven't talked to you since. We hadn't talked to one another since Sunday night, since after we left the room. But apparently, in one day, you've gone Voopoo heavy.
Dude, the drag was awesome. So who would not want to review? I went that way. The drag 2. Bam.
Well, let's talk about this real quick. What is up with the drag? Honestly, I never even heard of the drag 2. Is it? Like,
I don't know. I just opened it up today. I don't know.
Is it something that's out on the market yet?
I don't think it's out yet.
Well, what are you saying? You had a drag 1, correct?
Drag 1 was awesome. I think personally, I think it was one of the better mods.
Well, what's the differences you're saying from a drag 1 to the 2?
The battery door is a little different. Not really my cup of tea. It kind of sticks out, and you like to play with it and pop it off. The screen is much darker on the drag 2.
Yeah.
The door, they still did the whole, design on one side, drag on the other.
Yeah. Does it still look like it's supporting the gene chip in it?
Yeah, probably like a different version. But the battery door is funny. I don't know what it is with the battery door.
Is the drag part magnetic? Does it come off?
Yeah, the drag part comes off, but the other part I don't think comes off. No, it doesn't. So just like...
Oh, the other part doesn't come... Wait, wait a minute, the drag comes off... I don't know, do I have the drag still? I don't remember. On the old one, did the drag pop off, or was it the...
I don't remember. I could have swore the drag part didn't come off.
Well, I already see some people in chat talking about that. What door came off on the original drag?
Let me see. I think I have the drag somewhere here.
Normally doors that are magnetic, they sit flush along the side. This battery door, I don't know if you could see that, but it has a lip to it. So you're always I don't know, just popping it off. I wish they would have had the door sit flush, but it kind of has a lip.
Geo says the drag part comes off on the original.
Oh, okay. So then it's kind of the same setup then.
I think the only difference between the two mods, that one's a little bit more rounded off.
Yeah, the other one looked pretty squared up.
And the 510 has been moved, I think, closer to the center. It's offset.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Not totally centered yet. Close, but not.
Oh, wow. That's kind of weird right there.
I know they should have just made it center or just leave it alone, one or the other.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one off-centered like that, in that particular position. Well, I'm sure you'll be the new poster boy for Voopoo, and you'll be seen all over China on their website.
They're going to call me Voopoo Fagan.
Oh, well. Oh, well, hello to everybody out there. Big shout out to Shaq from Signature Tips. I see him out there floating.
For the person that asked, it's a dual 18650 that goes up to 100.
177.
Yep, 177 is the magic number. Yes,
I know too much about this mod. I don't even have one.
that is kind of
Actually,
strange.
what's his name? Fogging Out with the Batman had it. He was showing it to me. He told me that 177 watts. It was rounded off and the 510.
Why 177? That's kind of a weird number.
Maybe that's all the genes want to push.
Well, didn't the original do like 157?
I never even had the original one.
I think. I don't remember. I never reviewed the original one.
No, you didn't? I thought you did.
Huh?
Yeah, Dozer said it was 157 on the original. I guess they like those odd numbers.
I guess so. Like, who's gonna like? Why not like 175 or 170? Like, why 177?
You know, funny enough, I didn't title this show because of Mark, and I'm honest when I say I have not spoke to Mark since Sunday night. But Mark is really starting to take the title of this show.
Hells to the yeah.
What a sellout.
Dude, I'm for sale. Anyone wants to fucking buy me, just email me a number.
Lord have mercy. All good. I guess you got to do it. Well, you know, I mean, do you completely just say fuck them forever, or at some point in time do you give them a pass? How does that work? I wish you would.
All right. I am tempted to review Vupa products again, only because Vandy Vape won't send me shit. But I don't think Vandy Vape would care. I think it would just personally hurt Tony's feelings if I did that.
Yeah.
The way I see it, it was a personal business thing between him and Tony, between them and Tony. And who knows, like, if that's what really happened, no one knows. But there's been so many other things in the past that companies have done to reviewers, and no one's ever, like, stopped reviewing for that particular company. Like, no one ever went on, like, a rampage, like, let's stop reviewing for them. So I figured, why start with Vupu, you know?
Just for an example, what companies did what to who?
Like, remember when the whole Sigelli and DJ LSB thing happened a while ago? About how they, like, I don't know the exact details, but, like, they
I think they were stating it was, what, the 213, and it wasn't doing the wattage. It was...
Right, but I could answer that question for you. Daniel started, we all stopped, but Daniel started reviewing their products again, so it was okay.
Oh, I never stopped reviewing for Sigelli. I never wasn't aware of that.
No, well, I'm answering your question because you're saying it's happened before. Yes, it's happened before, but when the reviewer forgives the company and starts doing videos for them again, then it's okay. You understand what I'm saying? You're not disrespecting that reviewer.
Yeah, but I was never aware of. You said that everyone did stop reviewing for Sigelli, or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did.
Oh, I never.
When it happened, I was like, I'm done with Sigelli stuff.
Well, let me ask.
I started reviewing it because obviously he started reviewing it, so I was like, all right, so it's okay to review it.
Well, that was. Here's my question. I think somebody just wrote this in chat, but did Tony ever do reviews for Vupu? Because not every reviewer does shit for Vupu.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And no, I'm not saying anything bad about you. You can do whatever you want. That's just you're not close to Tony the way I am.
No, yeah, definitely.
So it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm close to Tony.
Yeah.
You know, when we're at events, whatever, we're drinking buddies, we hang out, we talk. I talk to him all the time on the phone. You know, so it's a different relationship I have with Tony than what you have. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't see it as a.
Yeah. But if Tony was to say to me, you know, Mike, I mean, I think he's even said it to me. I don't care what you do. If you want to do a video for them, for stuff, go ahead.
Well, I think he even made kind of like a public statement to like a lot of the reviewers, like after shit had blown over a while, like, you know, if y'all want to do it, do it. It's just, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, I guess you could kind of go from there, and wherever you were at. I guess one thing is I never reviewed for them, and to this day I've never owned any of their products. It wasn't because of that; it's just because I never did in the first place. But
yeah, I was reading comments like after that, and there were a lot of people saying like, "How do you know this really happened?" And there's so many like what ifs to all this.
Well, those are people that are outside they have no clue. I've seen it with my own eyes. That's all.
Well, I don't know. It's a business decision that went bad. I don't know. I didn't see the reason to stop reviewing their products. Like, I think if a company screwed me over big time, I don't think any of the reviewers would stop reviewing for them as long as they were getting paid.
That's different, though. I would.
I wouldn't expect anyone to, though. I wouldn't even go out and make it like, hey, I wouldn't even. I don't know.
Can I ask you a question, Mark? Did Tiger Tech screw you?
Yes.
I will never review a Tiger Tech product again.
Well, that's on you, though. See, I never did a video saying.
Well, I'm saying I'm doing that only because we are friends.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't.
Any company that screws over a reviewer, that I'm friends with, I'm gonna protest.
I think every company at some point in time eventually will screw a reviewer over, regardless if it involves like products, money, anything. Like these companies care about one thing and one thing only. That's money.
yeah, but I think there's a level of how you get screwed over. The mediocre shit is exactly what it is. It's mediocre, but there's some things that are just unforgettable, And I know us as a general don't talk to Twisted a whole lot, but apparently he's got a big issue with them too, because it sounds like the same shit's happened with him as kind of what's happened with you. And, that's pretty fucked up.
It is pretty fucked up.
So,
If I'm not mistaken, I think Tiger Tech is probably going to vanish.
I'm almost certain they probably
They're
are.
probably going to change their name for their company and all that, become a different company again.
Donata put them under.
Well, I mean, and that sucks too, because I know if I had just put an atomizer out finally, I wouldn't want it attached to a company that went south that fucking quick.
Even like with Og Vape, I talk to Og Vape like every week or so, and I ask them how the BTFC is doing, and they say that it's not doing well. Yet I see pictures of it everywhere. Look, and it's like, wow, it's not doing. Like, it seems like the Nada sold well, but the BTFC didn't. But yet I see the BTFC a hell of a lot more than I've seen the Nada. So I don't know. China's all about business, and when you make an agreement with them verbally, you can't complain when they fuck you over, because you kind of done it to yourself is the way I look at it.
The best way to do it is to put the money out of your own pocket.
Yep.
You have to take your design, have CAD drawings done up of your design, find a company in China to make that for you, and then us obviously negotiate a price too beforehand. You show, and for you to buck up the money and buy 20,000 pieces of that product and sell it yourself on your own website and distribute it. That's the way you got to do it. This way, nobody's fucking you.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
That's what Grim Green does. That's what like Twisted Messes does. Who else does that? Same thing with like 528 Customs, but they end up fucking the company. Yep. That's a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, we were chit-chatting a little bit before the show started, and we figured we'd hold off and just bring it to y'all. So
yeah, so should I show
Mike's got some new stuff that's not exactly vape related, but kind of vape related.
Well, one thing that I'm going to show is vape related, which actually came from one of my Patreons, Brandon McWhirter. I hope I'm saying your name right, Brandon. Brandon M. I don't know if you're in chat, but anyway, he actually handmade this for me, which is pretty dope. So it's basically a build stand.
That is really nice.
It's all handmade. We got Mike Vapes. This chunk of wood.
I like the way it has the little well around the 510, so you
Yeah.
can push the leads onto and shit.
Hashtag Corona Crew.
That's sweet.
Look at that, huh? This thing is awesome. And just holding it in your hands, you could feel it's handmade. This was not made, you know what I'm saying? Like on a machine. It's handmade. Everything on this. This is awesome. I love it. Thank you, Brandon, my man.
Very sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, this came in today. Peeps, you'll be seeing this, me using this in reviews. Oh yeah. So anyway, I was like, I have my cell plugged in. See that? So I got it plugged in. So it's not only my cell, also my camera that I record has a USB on it. So I'm constantly unplugging the USB and plugging it in, unplugging it, plugging it back in. So a friend of mine showed me this and I was like, dude, where'd you get that? He's like, Amazon. So let me grab it. There we go. 1 second.
I got a feeling he's about to pull out an iPhone.
No, it does have an iPhone attachment. So that's my camera. It's got a USB port. So I record my videos with this, and then I plug it into the computer to take everything off of here, you know. Anyway, so instead of constantly plugging and unplugging, see this? See what just happened?
Oh, is it a magnetic?
Wow, that thing's strong too.
It is strong. Yeah, it's a magnetic. Hold on.
Oh, wow. So you plug that little piece in the entire time. You leave it in there.
So what happens now is, yeah, exactly. I'm going to plug this in. And this is for data. So it's perfect. See that?
Oh, that's awesome.
That piece stays in. Now, they also make them for, obviously I don't have to use it just here. I could put this on my cell phone. But I bought these other ones for my cell phone that are circled. They're round circles, a little bit more low profile. But look, well, that's a connection right there.
That's fucking genius.
Yep.
So I wonder if you can use that on like mods and shit.
Yes, that's where I was getting at. So if you have like a DNA chip with lipos, perfect. You just plug that in and leave it there. You get them off Amazon. You know, you plug it in, and that's all you got to do then. Like, for example, here's a perfect example. I'm going to plug this in. There you go. That's the way it's going to be. That'll just sit there. Let me plug this in. I have a USB here. There we go.
Oh, that's fucking cool. That is a nifty idea.
And you know what's cooler about that is, like, if you were just going to leave that in and say, hey, that's a device you're going to use around the house, that is one thing that tends to go out, is that damn port when you keep sticking that cord in there.
Hell yeah.
So, huh?
Even on your cell phones, like, that's the first thing that usually go out is that charge port, because you're fucking plug in.
Exactly.
And those wireless chargers usually charge pretty slow.
It's not charging on here, though. This is the first time I'm trying out on a device. Why am I not getting charged? Is there power in this USB hub here?
Uh-oh. We might debunk this after all.
That's still a little awesome little gadget.
Yeah.
No, it's not showing up that it's charging on here. Let me try. There it is. It was my USB. That one was unplugged. There you go. It's charging it right now. I don't know if you can make it out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, how far does that little USB piece stick out? Like when you take the cord out, does it stick out pretty far? Or
that's why I got the circular one. It's a little bit more. I bought this one here because this one was a data one.
Okay.
So it sticks out on there. But on a phone, I don't have. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. I got the Type C ones coming.
Gotcha.
At a circular that I'm gonna have it all the time in the phone, and you can see when you have a case, it's gonna sit in there.
Mm-hmm.
So and I've already tried it with my friends, and it works perfect. So I bought a whole bunch of them just to replace all my wiring, so everything's gonna be magnetic. Yeah. So I also bought. Obviously, I bought extras for my car. So I got this. So this will go into the air vent, and it'll be magnetic that way and magnetic charging inside the cars, and I don't have to keep on unplugging and plugging and anything.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if there is a...
Oh, China, if you're watching, you know what to do next. Magnetic chargers.
I wonder if that loses any of the amperage on the charge.
That's what I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check and see. They say fast charging on them that you get 2 amp charging. So.
Well, you know, a perfect way to tell real quick, if you put that back in the Boss and you start charging it, it'll tell you real quick if you're actually getting a 2 amp charge on your screen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You got to let it sit there for a minute or two.
Yeah, I gotta let it sit because it's saying wattage right now.
I assume those things are pretty cheap, right? Or are they expensive?
No, they're cheap, bro.
Are they? Yeah.
I'll give you links after the.
Nice.
I am getting 1.6 amps on here right now.
So it is a little bit of a... Because typically I'd get 1.9 out of mine.
Yeah, so it's not...
1.98.
Yeah, but still 1.6 is still good.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's... You're going to have the magnetic part. Yeah.
So you're not losing much on it.
No.
That's pretty neat.
This USB is starting to go on me, too. Hell.
So Mark's going to have his whole office with those things going here shortly, so that'll be something else.
Magnetic.
Yeah.
No, that would be like, I think it'd be really good for devices, man. That'd be awesome.
Spectre says voltage drop can get serious with magnetic connections. He says no good. I guess.
But I mean, if it's like, let's say you usually charge at 2 amps, and say you use the magnetic charger and it charges at 1.5 amps, like, is that really going to be a bother to you, or do you prefer the easiness of just being magnetic? I don't know.
Yeah.
Barry's asking, yes, Barry, they make 6-foot cords. There's different sizes.
Bob said Vupu is releasing the Mark mod. That will be coming.
With magnetic charging. Thank you.
Damn it, what was I going? Yeah, I'm having my old man shit again. I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say. Never mind, I guess it wasn't important.
Get ready.
So the thing is, I was so worried about my camera messing up on me. Because I'm constantly unplugging it, and USBs, they go quick. I mean, that happened to my my vape team, what do you call it? DNA 250.
Yeah.
The Nomads one. And I messed up the 510 I meant the 510, the USB. I'm constantly plugging and charging. So I thought to myself, I don't want to mess up the camera. The camera is expensive, So perfect.
That is
Justin.
It out. It actually transfers the data too. I've already tried it. Perfect.
Justin's got a question. Mike, will the magnet not mess with your phone when it's on there?
How?
No, he's asking. He's asking, but I don't know.
What, the magnet mess up the phone? I got the magnet right here.
What about magnets erasing SD cards?
I don't
think magnets erase SD cards anymore, do they?
Now, if they did, do you think these would exist, man?
Yeah, I don't. I think those are like old school SD cards, not newer ones. I don't think.
How many people use these things on their phones? If that was the case, they wouldn't be using them. They'd be getting crazy negative reviews too, especially on Amazon.
Yep, well, I agree. Well, maybe. I'll take a slight drop in charge speed for convenience and protecting the port. And that is a big thing. It doesn't matter if you have Droid or Apple, because my old iPhone, because I'm on it so damn much, you know, constantly plugging it in and out constantly. It got to the point to where it wasn't that it came loose, but I wasn't getting a good connection with it, and I'd have to kind of just hit it just right for the damn thing to charge. So, you know.
The worst thing I found out you could do, like with your phone, is to use like an aftermarket charge cable, because usually like the cable is not exact spec as the OEM one, and it'll stretch out the port over time, or it'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like I had one of those. I don't remember that coil that came with the coil. I want to say, not coil art.
Coil Master.
Coil Master, that it had like a micro USB and an iPhone charger.
Yeah.
That thing, I think it fucked up Angela's phone. I'm not 100% sure, but when she started using that cable, her phone started acting up. It was a cool idea, but I don't know. Spend the extra couple dollars, get an OEM cable, like if you ever replace the charge cable. But those magnets are pretty cool, though.
Yeah, you just plug it in once and that's it. You're never popping it off. You don't need to. I mean, you're gonna buy yourself extras. You don't want to pull that out to use it on something else. They sell all extras. You find them all over Amazon. Just do a search for magnetic USB chargers. That's it.
I gotta try that out.
Pops up.
I think I'll just come up with something. I believe what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a short little thing in my show each week and pick the sellout of the week.
There you go.
And I think Mark won it tonight. So Mark is going to be the sellout for this week's show.
Do I get a trophy or award or anything?
You can give me my money back for another night, but anyway. Oh, Lord. I love you, Mark.
Thank you.
I still can't believe I'm drinking coffee at freaking 7:30 at night, but...
Hails to the yeah.
So, has anybody got questions out there in chat? Anything? Because I hadn't really seen anything new lurking. I did a little quick search through Instagram. I think it was yesterday. That seems to be my little catalog now, like if something new and cool's come out, and I don't guess I really seen anything thumbing through there. Kid Bass says you're the sellout of the year. That could be true.
Top side. People asking about the top side. It's here in New York. I'm just waiting for it to clear customs. So I was hoping I'd get like the update today that it cleared today, because that means I would have had them tomorrow. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get them tomorrow.
Spectre wants to know how's my love life. It's always good.
Someone asked about the Aegis Mini. Been using it. So far, so good. It's a 80 watt. What size batteries in here? Let me look. Hold on. It is a... I'm looking on Geek Vapes site. They're not telling me.
Oh, hold on, because you know somebody.
Oh, it's got 2 amp quick charge. Charges less than 30 minutes, and it's got a 2200 milliamp hour internal battery. And so far, I'm not having any issues with it. It's nice.
Ronnie's going crazy since I wouldn't bring Ronnie's name up. He put a donation in. So this is for Ronnie Cash Vapes. Mark owed $296.24 for recording a video wearing sunglasses. Hashtag copyright that shit.
Here we go.
I'll invoice you, don't worry.
That wasn't me. That was what was his name? I forgot his name already.
Willie the One-Eyed Pimp.
Yeah, Willie the One-Eyed Pimp. Talk to him. It wasn't me.
I seen this question from Mr. Just Right. Anybody got the Delta to review yet?
The Delta Echo Bravo?
You know, when somebody says Delta, I think of the freaking Delta sub-ohm tank back from the day.
That's what I'm thinking of, too. Like, is there a new Delta out? Like,
yeah. If there is a new Delta, please let me know. I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, I don't even know what the Delta is.
Getting my recurve mod and batteries tomorrow. You will definitely like that.
Sweet.
Heard
Or Willie's a player. Willie is a player.
Greg, you don't have to promote Galicia in here anymore. We're not doing that in here. That's on Mark's channel.
Good old Galicia. I received an email from someone. And just so you guys know, which I'm pretty sure you guys might have seen this like on my show, just because a company is a sponsor for a show doesn't mean all their products are good. Like you guys seen with Vape Wild, like their juices apparently weren't that great, but the battery charger, apparently someone thinks the battery charger is like complete junk. If it was junk, I think we would have called it out and said it was garbage.
Yep.
So don't think because they sponsored the vape team and we all get free chargers that, like, oh God, they're so great.
Well, you know what it is. I'm going to come out and say it anyway. When I did my review for the the Galicia charger, when I had the batteries in, it said 4.2 volts, but it said 90%. Well, I edited the part. That video was almost 18-minute long for a battery charger. And I did a lot of editing on it just to drop it down because 18 minutes for a battery charger is too much. I got it down to 14 minutes. When I did my cons, I did not mention that because it was not an issue. What happens is when you put the battery in, it'll say 90%, then it'll say 92. It takes a little bit until it hits 100. It doesn't do it right away. It's reading the battery. So they didn't see that part, but right away they're saying that we're in the tank for Galicia. If we were in the tank for Galicia, I wouldn't be saying that the Samsung 30T is better than the Galicia battery.
Yeah.
So, anyway, okay. People like to stir shit. That's
I did see. That's what I was trying to think of too. Delta 2. That was the tank.
Plus, another thing is, if the charger wasn't any good or unsafe or whatever, do you think I would be using it? I have a battery in the charging right now.
Yeah.
And I leave my batteries in for like a day or two, and
Exactly.
I had no issue. It was actually a really nice charger.
Well, I can testify to that also. As soon as you put a battery in, it's like, and I did that the other day. I had one, I think about the same situation. I had sat it in there for a minute because I couldn't remember. Typically, all right, this is what I do. When I charge my batteries, most of the time I pull it out, put it in my little plastic cases. But sometimes I'll take them out of the charger and set them in a spot, and I'll forget whether or not I actually charge that battery or not.
Yeah.
So I stick it in the charger real quick just to see where I'm at. And like the other day I had one that was fully charged, but as soon as I popped it in, it showed 90 and it just started cranking up real quick. And then it showed it being topped out.
Yep.
Yeah, if something is no good, I'm going to tell you. It doesn't matter. Whether it's sponsored or not sponsored.
Well, too, Galicia sponsored this, and I clearly came out and told y'all, and y'all know how much I love my boxer mods. Their 21700s do not fit in there correctly, and they don't fit in some other devices either. You
could have easily lied about that, right?
Exactly, easily, but I'm not going to because, people need to know this because there are people that might think Galicia is number one in their eyes, and if they've got one of these, say like you had this, you ordered the Galicias and you got them in, and you realize the door doesn't go on, you're going to be pissed off.
Who are they going to be pissed off at?
They're going to be pissed at me if I ain't said shit and I've been sitting here using crap. So,
yep.
But
how many times did I grab that Galicia battery and measure it with calipers?
Exactly. So
I did it like in 3 live shows. I did it. I've said it numerous times. The battery is not a true. This is not a true 21700 battery.
Yeah. And that particular battery, of course, it's fitted for this. So I've used it in the SQ. I've used it in my Dreamer mech, and it does work in the detonator. Honestly, in the top side, it's tight going in there, and you almost have to pop it to get it to come back out. But
and because of the size of this battery, this is why I told Shaq from Signature Tips, size it out to fit this battery inside there. So you won't have issues with people saying, oh, my battery tore, or whatever, because you're going to get that from people. You know what I'm saying? So it's perfect that he sized it with this. And, No issues using 30Ts in there. No issues at all, even though it's a different size.
Yeah. But typically, I'm a hardcore 30T user. I pretty much use that and everything. But
Z-Vape says, are the Samsung 40Ts good for mech mod? You could use it on a mech, but you're better off with a 30T. 30T, you're going to get better ampage. It's going to hit better with a 30T.
yeah, 40T would be better for regulated.
Will it fit in the recurve? You know, the
What's
Galeese,
that?
the Galeese batteries.
No, that's why I was saying that. During the live feeds where I was showing the sizes, people were asking that they're tearing their battery wraps, and I'm like, yeah, because this battery is not a 21700.
And I actually put mine in my recurve just to see it, and when I took it out, it actually put like a little indenture on top of the battery. It didn't tear it, but it's like, son of a bitch. So,
if you're patient and sit there carefully to put this in, you'll get it in without messing up your battery. But if you're in a rush, you're going to tear the battery wrap on a Galeese, putting it in the recurve mod. The recurve was spec'd for Samsung 30Ts. I spec'd it for that battery, that size. True 21700.
Man.
No, I'm going to interrupt you 1 second. The 40T is a great battery for the top side.
Oh, yeah.
Samsung 40T. You're gonna get 4,000 milliamp, 30 milliamp hour battery. Did I say 30 milliamp hour? 30 amp battery. Sorry, I knew I was saying something fucked up right there. Anyway, the 40T is perfect for the top side because it's a regulated mod. The 30T is great for mechanical mods. But if you have 30Ts, it's still gonna perform great inside the regulated mod, like the top side. Or even like the new Tony B, what do you call it? The
Reload.
Not really. Jeez, I can't remember the name of this right now.
Pulse, yes.
You need to take your medication, ST.
God, I'm getting like you, dude, and it's scared me. Now dude.
Once it starts, that's it. It's all downhill.
I just figured out.
Yeah.
I felt you for once, like not really knowing what this shit is. Somebody wanted to see my battery, and that's
30T. The spring loaded connection's on top, so I'm gonna go in like that first.
Come on.
There you go. You gotta get out.
You can't quite see the gash, but it's there.
So, what kind of battery is it that it's not a 21700? Like a
what's that?
The Galeese.
The S35, the 21.
What the size of it?
Yeah, I mean, like what are, you said it's not a 21700?
No, it's 21.7. The diameter of it, so it's almost 22,700.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why it catches. Like for example, on this mod here on the recurve, it'll catch on the sides up here, right here. And when putting it in, it's a little difficult getting it out. You have no wiggle room.
Yep. That damned old wiggle room. We getting old, not sure Mark's excuse. True that. Oh,
after a while, it starts to look all the same.
Galeese A35 Fit Pulse BF mech. The Pulse BF mech is a 2700 mech. It's not a 21700. Right? I'm not mistaken. This is a 2700.
Yeah, I tried my Galeeses in a few mech mods, and they fit perfectly. So it's going to be really like picky about which mod it's not going to fit in. So if you got a mod that's really close to being tight with an ordinary 21700, then chances are it's not going to fit.
Can't shut the door, won't go in.
Yep.
This batteries. This is a 2700 device.
Mark, on your triple boxer, does that door have that same configuration like the dual?
Yep, and I'm pretty sure they fit. Let me try them. I could have swore I tried it in the video.
Because I'm curious.
Let's give her a shot. I kind of kept them in the cases. I already got so many 30Ts laying around.
Oh, another device for the 40T that's perfect for is the detonator by Squid Industries.
Yep. I wish he'd have named that something else.
The detonator.
As many times I've just said, you know what, fuck it. I'm doing a video on it. I don't give a shit what happens. Then I catch myself going, don't do it.
All right. Ooh, here we go. 3 Galices and the boxer.
Let me see the back of that door real quick.
Hold on, let me get these at least going in there. Dun, dun, dun. Mine's got the same kind of fins that yours has.
The Galici fits
Okay.
on the top side. Someone asked that. I've already tried that on a live show. All the stuff we always do this stuff on numerous live shows.
It's beautifully.
Your fins are not exactly the same as mine, but because I'll show you the fins on mine.
My fins got a lot more like flex to them. Like,
Yeah, that's my fins.
oh yeah, mine are kind of like off to the side.
Yep.
Oh yeah, if you got a triple boxer, they do fit in there, no problem.
I wish you'd have held that up and you had different batteries in there.
That would have been funny.
That would have. Yeah, it's kind of a crapshoot. So you might have something that is a 21700 device, have those batteries, and it not work.
Yeah, I'll give you guys another example here. Since we're doing let's fit the Galici.
Yep.
This here is the Ronin X X2. It's called, yeah, the X2. This is a 21700 mechanical mod.
Talking about the Ronin.
Oh, I think I did it the wrong way. Mikey Mike.
Talking about the Ronin.
Right, so Samsung 30T. See that? Galici
Yep.
does not fit.
And you would think on a Ronin that all that would have been, you would think that anything would work with it.
Yeah, it's because they have inside the safety. See the black part?
Yep.
That piece that's in there for safety, because it's actually more. It fit a bigger battery than it'll fit a 22 millimeter top. This is a 21, but he has it spec'd so this way with the plastic it becomes 21. It's spec'd for this battery.
Yep.
For a true 21700 to fit inside here. Yeah, like I said, the Galici does not fit.
There you
But
go.
the Galici will fit in the Dreamer. You know, before the 30Ts were released, that's what I was using. The Galicis in the Dreamer, and it's freaking awesome. And they hit nice. So for you got Dreamers and you want to try out the Galicis, they'll work in there perfectly.
Somebody just quoted a OJ trial thing. They said, if the Galici fits, you must have quit.
There you go. That's it.
Good old OJ. OJ keeping it real.
Yep.
Bob Shorty's like, use a hammer. Yeah.
Oh,
Give it a
man.
nice little tap. Nothing like forcing your battery in.
Yeah, so
Oh, Hispanic vapor reviews. It's not the wrap. I actually took the wrap off and re-wrapped it with another wrap. And it's I actually measured it too.
yeah,
It's
me
not
and Mike did a show on his channel, about a month ago, and you peeled the wrap off one of them,
Yep.
and we looked at it, so... I do feel that's the new term, though. If the Galici fits, you must have quit.
I know it's hard for everybody to watch all the live shows, but we put out a lot of information during the live shows. You know,
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of key information.
If you guys missed the live show, you got to always watch the replay. Even though the replay is usually not as fun because you don't have live chat. You can't. I mean, you could read live chat. You just can't
interact with it.
In it, but
yeah.
Like if you're just hanging out doing nothing and you're doing something, just play the live show in the background. Listen in. You miss a lot of times.
I think what the cool thing is, and hell, I learn it just as much as anybody else would learn it. Even though I know there's a lot of cutting up and bullshit that goes on these shows at times, there are things just like we just got to talking about. So if you were a big Galeesi fan and, you've got certain devices, we're showing you these batteries are not going to work in every single device. And typically, if you're dealing with a 21700 device or batteries, you're not dealing with the cheaper inside of things. Those are a little bit more expensive, so you want to make sure your shit's right. So,
yep.
But I will say, thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, just to clarify one more thing, I want to show everybody. Aspire has a 21700. You guys know this battery? The Avatar that comes with the Wismix stuff? 21700. These aren't true 21700s. These batteries also are garbage. Garbage batteries, both of these. No good.
Wow. This email is just really getting to me.
Well, if it's getting to you, it probably needs to stay right there.
People need to have a sense of humor. Sometimes they take things a little too serious. I mean, they should know by now that our sense of humor is pretty crazy. But I think some people are getting the misunderstanding that because we say Galeesi all the time, we're like so pro Galeesi. Like
they don't understand why we say Galeesi.
It's just a joke. Like,
let me put it this way: my wife has no clue what a Galeesi is, and she says Galeesi all the time as a joke. It's a joke. It sounds funny. It just rolls out of the mouth. Galeesi. It's a joke.
If memory serves me correctly, was it not chat that kind of started joking about Galeesi, and we picked up off of them and just been kind of going along with it?
The people that have a sense of humor, in chat, we actually started saying it more and more because of the chat.
I can go in shows now and look at chat that it's not even really a part of and I'm seeing the word Galeesi getting thrown around for it being in its joking matter.
And the funny part was, like, this show, I don't even know how we got into it. We're talking about Galeesi again, and people think that we're...
Yeah. I think really kind of where it branched out of was the night that y'all picked up Galeesi, and then Mark showed off something and didn't actually have his Galeesis in there and thought that they were in there, and then it kind of started getting funny.
This up-close portion is sponsored by Galeesi. Which it wasn't. That's the joke.
Yes.
They start making these funny slogans like, go out and get a Galeesi. Like, it's all a joke.
We did the same thing with iJoy. Remember we were saying iJoy.
Yep.
Your joy, iJoy. Because it sounds funny.
Yep.
No, we're trolling them.
Yeah. It's all in fun and games. It's nothing that, you don't see us wearing Galeesi shirts and,
I actually got one on the way, so.
Well, I do too. I just didn't want to say anything yet.
I actually got Galeesi boxers on right now.
Oh, Lord.
Even in the chat, people are typing Galeesi, 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 Galeesi. I mean, they get the joke.
Yeah, it's just joke, folks.
My wife's sex.
It's usually, who doesn't get it? It's usually foreigners. No offense, no disrespect to them. Usually foreigners don't get the joking parts. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that. I don't think they get a lot of our shit a lot of times, so. But I don't know. I think for the most part, most people that have followed us forever know when we're joking and when we're, I guess, more on the serious side.
And next month will be a different thing that we just are joking about. Who knows what it'll be?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I am going to tell you, I ain't joking right now. This fucking Nick salt's good.
Hey, another thing was, remember how we were saying, we get $20 every time we say Galeesi? Dude, I do a whole show and all I'd say is Galeesi.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome.
Making that money, Gleesy.
Okay,
I just made like $200.
I'd have a checklist going off on that shit. But, so we are up to the giveaways, and yes, we're giving away some Gleesy batteries tonight. So.
People are saying, even though we say Gleesy, it's probably raised their sales. Yeah, but we aren't saying all positive things about them. We told you guys the batteries don't fit a lot of mods.
Yes.
My review, I don't know what Mark said in his, but my review, I said my cons in it. I wish the platform was set up differently because batteries could shoot out of that thing like a rocket. I've had batteries fling out of here and shoot out across. And then, so there's some stuff. I can't trickle charge with it, which really bothers me. So there's stuff about it I do not like. So.
Yeah, and for me, like, I was the opposite. Like, I didn't care that I couldn't put it down to 0.5 amps because I prefer to charge my batteries quicker. But some people prefer to drop it down to 0.5 amps. So, it's all about what you guys like. If you guys don't like that feature, then don't buy it.
Donation, Pal 702. Keep joking. Screw microaggressions.
Thank you for the donation there, pal. I need to get him on here at some point in time.
Yep.
All right. Mark, do you want to pull us up like a randomizer or some shit like that?
To the yeah.
So we are going to be giving away 20 Gleesy battery chargers. Boy, folks will be going crazy over that shit.
Someone just wrote they named their son Gleesy.
So these are going to be, again, from our sponsors, Camelot and Brad's Vapor. I love y'all. I don't know if they love me, but I do love them. But first and foremost, these are going to be for U.S. residents only. And I know for the folks that are outside the U.S., they're going, you son of a bitch. What we might do one day, since we have to say this all the time, I think Mark will do the out-of-the-country giveaways, and I'll stick with the in-country.
Yeah.
I need to interrupt you 1 second. Donation from Robert Skrelly. Says, you guys rule. Man, Robert.
Thank you, Robert, for the donation there, sir.
No offense to the foreigners, but the only thing I hate about shipping out of the country is just filling out that fucking form. If there was no filling out of the form, I wouldn't mind it. But
you got to do what I do. You need to get yourself a Steve.
That would be nice.
I have done a few out-of-the-country shipping things.
Yes.
And it wasn't even so much the price that you have to pay to ship. And I will say this one thing I shipped to somebody, and I know they might be watching. It like $51 was the cheapest for me to ship.
It's expensive, man.
But the form, oh my God, I hate sitting. And like when you're standing in the post office filling it out and you got all these impatient folks looking at you, it's like, son of a bitch.
You could kill literally a whole day back and forth. Getting prices, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
And if you got a few giveaways going out to different countries, and I don't know if it's like your post office, but my post office, if you fill out the form and there's one part that you didn't put in incorrectly or didn't sign it, they won't do it for you. They'll turn it around, give you a pen like, here, you got to put the date on there. It's like, why couldn't you write the fucking date on there? Like, what's the big deal? Like, oh my God.
And they give you attitude about shit. I'm like, I'm giving y'all this fucking money. But anyway, all right, let's get on to these real quick because we can go on forever about that. So we're going to be doing a Pulse X RDA from Brad's Vapor tonight. So how about we do this? How about Steve gives us a number first of all?
I knew you were going to say that number. You said 69 again.
Boy, he loves 69.
He loves 69.
69. Here we go, folks. 69 is... Holy shit. It's Gleesy.
Are you serious?
Gleesy? No, I'm joking.
Okay.
J Rush. J as in jack me off. Rush as in hurry up and get it done. Rush.
Nice. All right. Hold that thought. Oh, we got another donation just came through. Damn, y'all are doing it while we got... Dermont Dillon says, "What is Galeesi?" We'll do that on another show.
Gleacy's an STD.
It is actually. All right, hold on. So now let's do our Camelot giveaway. What we will be doing tonight is a Paladin, RDA, and 2 of the exclusive reserve. So, Mike, do you want to give us a number?
33.
33.
33.
Oh, 33 is nobody. Let's do it again. 33. Robbie Nix. ROBBIENIX. Robbie Nix.
Cool deal. Well, all right. All I need y'all to do is contact me at stvapes72@gmail.com. I need a photo ID with birth date and address, all that good stuff. Get that to me. I will get it to who it needs to go to, and we will get your stuff shipped out. So, with that,
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, definitely hold your breath. See, I tried to
I've heard people wait up to 3 months for one of ST's giveaways, so
well, that's actually short term compared to some of your giveaways. But
that is true.
Oh, by the way, did you ship out the butter guy?
This weekend it's going out.
oh my god,
Hasn't done it.
dude! You said
I'm
you were
trying
going.
to pick. I'm trying to pick the best, perfect products for this package. Like I want it to be the ultimate package for him. So when he opens it up, he's like super excited.
So, what have you thought of so far?
Nothing.
Wow. That dude has probably been in the hospital and everything else thinking, man, I'm going to get some good stuff from Vaping Fayin', and he ain't seen a package showing up yet. He probably thinks, man, these guys just pulled one over on me.
No, he's definitely gonna get. He's gonna get the good treatment.
Mike, me and you might have to pull our resources together and get this man hooked up since Mark ain't getting it done.
Yep.
I don't know. But
I sold all the giveaway stuff.
son
Pull
of a
the J.
bitch. Well, all right, folks. We have done a little over an hour. We are going to rock and roll. Don't forget tomorrow night. Never heard of them. Thursday night, Vape Team. And here we go again. Not another vape show on Sunday. Are you going to do a show, Mark, or or have you decided that you're just done with doing shows?
No, we're doing a show. I was just in a shitty mood this past Sunday.
I can tell you're always in a shitty mood lately.
Everyone gets in those moods where like I don't want to fucking do a show today, and it's like I think everyone that does live shows gets in that mood every now and then.
It happens. It definitely happens.
It was one of those days where I don't want to fucking do a show.
And Mark's even got a new studio going, and he felt that he was
Ain't
done.
nothing new. I got a new used desk and a new used chair.
The fuck is a new used desk?
Well, it's new to me, but it's actually used.
Does it still like have bubble gum and shit underneath it where dudes were sticking shit under there?
I think the person that last had this desk liked to pick his nose and stick the contents under the desk because I had to take a scraper and scrape off all the old snot.
God, I'm glad I've read it tonight.
I think the chair belonged to a woman because there's a blood stain right in between the legs.
Oh, fuck it.
Leave it to Mark.
But I got a damn good deal on it.
All right, we're going to get the hell out of here. So,
By the way, this show has been sponsored by Galeesi Wart Removal.
So
check them out on their Instagram.
You know what? I'm going to do my fade again. So we're going to go into fade mode. But I think next week we're going to have Galeesi plastered all over that right there. I think that will look awesome. Folks, y'all have a good one. We are out of here. Good night.
Galeesi.